Hi Earth Signs and welcome back to my channel. I'd just like to say a big thanks to all my subscribes, my likes, my comments. I really appreciate it. I don't take that for granted, so just so that you know that. So thanks for your support. It really warms my heart. Um, Going to do your general reading for February now. Trying to get them in early now. I'm feeling a bit better. I'm going to be using Gilded Tarot, um, Nature Whisper cards. For extra advice and guidance, I've pulled you one Universe Has Your Back card and messages from your angels as always. So, when I was shuffling the cards, I was feeling really indecisive about what cards to stop shuffling and when to pick them. So, I feel in the month of February, this is how you're going to feel. You're going to feel a bit indecisive. It's going to be difficult for you to make choices. Um, I mean, you will make them, but I think you're just feeling a bit indecisive about things, okay? And I think that's what you're going to struggle with in February. But let's have a look and let's get into your reading. So, the overall advice and guidance you've got for the Universe Has Your Back card. Some other sign got this. I think it was the fire signs. Instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good for all, okay? So it's not about yourself, it's about everybody else, everyone who's involved in your life or in your work. Sometimes they say it's not the journey, it's not the destination that's important, it's the journey. So just keep that in mind for the month of February. You also got Adriana, and I'll read you that message. I am leading you towards the answer to your prayers. Please listen to and follow the steps I am communicating through your intuition, thoughts, and dreams. Okay, so your intuition might be heightened in the month of February. So just pay attention to any like gut feelings that you're getting, any repetitive thoughts, any songs on the radio, any numbers you keep seeing, any reoccurring dreams that you might be having as well. They might be a bit more vivid. So just pay attention to that. Right, the first position we've got is work or creative output. You've got pause, okay? So there maybe is some sort of choice that you're going to have to make, or within February. This could roll two ways. It could be a situation, or there could be some sort of choice that you have to make. Now it's asking you to pause, okay? Just watch and listen to what's going on around you more than anything, before you actually make any movement, okay? So just kind of soak up what's going on around you, kind of pause before you take any action, have a good think, and kind of, you know, possibly question where people's motives are coming from. Why are they acting like that? Why are people being the way they are? Just take into consideration, you know, what their motives are for their actions or their words. Excuse me, for the month of February. So it's asking you to pause. So take time to reflect. Don't rush into anything. If you have to make a choice, try and get a good balance of both sides of the situation, or options that you may have. You've got on top of that the Nine of Wands. Now this tells me there's been some sort of long battle or long journey to get to this point within your career or creative output, and it's not been an easy one. I mean, there is 8 wands behind him, but he has got one for support. So all is not lost. 9 is one away from the 10, which is completion. So maybe just to get to this choice or stage within your career or a creative output that you're maybe, you know, undertaking, it's not been it's been a hard struggle to get to this point, okay? And maybe that's why you need to pause, because you are maybe just feeling a bit drained as well. It's maybe to do with your own energy, or it could do with obviously the situation around you or any choice that you might need to make within your career or creative output. Next position we've got is home. First card you've got is open your heart, okay? So this can mean that you need to be a bit more vulnerable, a bit more honest with yourself and others within family, home, life. This can involve friends as well, anybody you really live with. It's saying to be quite open and honest. We can see in our stance, you know, our necks, the swan's right at our neck, and she is making herself vulnerable, okay? This could be in a romantic sense, but obviously I'm going to be doing the romance readings later on in the month, love readings later on in the month. So we'll get to that later. But for the general one, for the overall home sort of situation, it's saying, you know, open yourself up. Don't be holding back any feelings. Be honest with your feelings. Don't hide anything, and just be, you know, sometimes I know it's a bit squeamish to say, but making yourself vulnerable is sometimes the way forward, okay? Because then that allows other people to be open as well and honest with how they feel and their, you know, their emotions. On top of that, you've got death card, okay? So something maybe is ending at home, and it might not be, it could be a relationship, it might be, I always give a couple of examples of this. It could just be something ending that wasn't working within the home situation. So it could be, you know, how things were, or, you know, how people were interacting, communication. I want to say lack of respect in some cases. There's not, you know, maybe some people are lacking respect. And I think that, you know, that with the death card there, that is about to change. So whether you are honest about how you feel about that, maybe you haven't been, and you want to express, you know, look, this is not on. And that situation is either going to end or it's going to change, and it's going to change because it's kind of going to a transition period, and then that allows for a new start, okay? So it's either an ending of the way things are normally going on at home, interactions, communications, just like maybe the family situation at home, or it could be, you know, that's gonna change for the better now, because people are going to be open, and you're going to be open with how you feel about that, okay? And maybe that's kind of rubbed you up the wrong way, and you're thinking, no, I'm not really into that. Right, the unexpected. For the unexpected, you've got to be, it's clear endeavour, okay? So this is telling me that you have to be clear about what it is that you want. It's about clarity, it's about spreading that clarity to you and others. I think once you are clear with other people, they'll be exactly the same with you, okay? But this is an unexpected position. On top of that, you've got justice, okay? So there's maybe been something that's not been just previously, and you're trying to get a balance now, okay? It can refer to that you could be dealing with some sort of legal matter, so there might be some sort of paperwork. Just pay attention to kind of like small details, you know, little clauses within things. Just check things over, make sure everything is okay before like making any, you know, signing anything. And again, it's about being clear with your intentions, being clear with your intentions and being just, okay? So don't make any snidey moves. Just be open, honest, and, you know, try and keep the balance, okay? This, you could be dealing with a Libra, that is the sign of Libra. So what's your role for the month going to be? Well, your role is empowerment, okay? This is an absolutely beautiful card. So you are going to feel empowered by the choices that you make this month, and that is your role, okay? This is you in your kind of finest hour. So February is going to be quite a good month for the air signs. You're going to feel good because you're going to feel that you're in your own power. And once you've maybe gone through some of these situations, or like with home and family and career and stuff, that you're going to, you know, you're going to feel really empowered by the choices that you're making because you are clear about your intention, okay? You've maybe been trying to seek some sort of clarity with situations, and I feel that this month is the month that you're going to get it. Empowerment, you're just going to be standing in your own power. You're quite obviously the earth signs are strong, they're determined, and you know you're going to feel empowered by the decisions and the choices that you're making. On top of that, your role is the Eight of Cups. So this tells me that you're walking away. Your role this month is you're turning your back on things that are no longer emotionally fulfilling you anymore. We can see here how many cups? There's 4 cups turned over and there's 4 standing, okay? So it's not all of a loss. it is saying, you know, you're looking to the future, not all your cups are turned over, so there is like hope. You're just not interested in feeding this emotional waterfall anymore, because you're getting nothing back from it. So you're turning your back and you're looking to the future, okay? And maybe the choices that you're going to feel that you're making are going to empower you, and you're just not going to be feeding into that situation or person anymore. So, what is the outcome for the earth signs for the month? Well, it's very positive. I absolutely love this card. This is beautiful. It's hope and happiness, okay? So that by the end of the month, you know, you're going to feel empowered, you're going to make some good choices. Just keep an eye on your details, attention to details with things. But it is going to bring you hope and happiness, okay? The outcome of the month is hope and happiness. So it's maybe been a long time coming, but it is saying that you're going to seek that. And on top of that, how fitting, you get the Star card. So there is maybe some sort of healing that has to be done also this month. The outcome, it's not just hope and happiness, although the Star card is about hope, okay? It's about being positive. You know, things might be starting to turn in your favour now. You've made a stand. You're not feeding into that emotional drain situation, and you're feeling empowered, and it's going to bring you a lot of hope for the future, okay? So this is quite a positive card to get for the end of the month, okay? But there is maybe some sort of healing still to be undertaken for the month of February. Alright guys, that's your reading.